I'm kind of doing a review for my team. I'm not currently president. You got China stepping in for jungle, but I want to go over real fast the uh, prioritizing Gold Fury and also positional, like enemy positional awareness, and also like what we know and what we communicate based on where people are going and what we should do. I feel like the point can come across a lot easier if I explain it in voice instead of through chat.
Yeah,
So
build on it.
right here is communicated that we have a lead, or they have a lead, which is great. You see that Athena just charged. Kepri steps up right here, and we're like, can we look for something? Can we grab something, But it's like, when we say, can we look for something or grab whoever, we kind of just like, we just let them go. Like, we just kind of just like let them walk away, right? So we're sitting here in mid, right? It was just communicated right now that Vomana's at back camps, right? Vomana's at backs is what the call was. The call needs to be more specific on where the Vomana's heading. Vomana's at backs is not a good call compared to Vomana's going towards his speed, would be a better call. Regardless if his speed's up or not, if you give a general direction, he's going towards speed, he's going towards red, that's a better call instead of going towards his back because it lets people know what side of the jungle that he's currently on, right? So we're looking for something here, right? Three man looking for something. Like, you're like, okay, if he steps up, we're going to go on him. The Kepri's not stupid. The Kepri knows what Athena can do and what Athena's capable of doing. He's not going to put himself out of position against three people, three against two, when he's just going to get nuked and blown up, right? So the second that Vamana stepped out towards his back camps, you guys should have dipped out with Shibalanke here and you three here. Look to rotate over to Gold Fury. And then because you guys have heavy wards here, give them the impression that you're doing the Gold Fury, and then look to ambush them as they walk through this corridor because they're gonna clear, they're gonna walk towards that, you're gonna get an easy gank. That's what you guys should have done, right? But what you guys do is just say, let's let the Capri step up and let's try and initiate on him, right? He's not gonna do it. He's clearly playing back. You guys are just autoing the wave. We get Harris beads, good. Like that's great. But the second that happened, like you guys should have dipped out to Gold Fury. Like Vomana is at this point diving like right, and we're still diddle daddling in mid, just looking for something. Very, very late call. Very late call. Honestly, you could have grabbed Harris beads from the corridor. If you guys would have just four-man rotated over to Gold Fury while Jungle stepped over to go to speed or to blue or to look to gank soloing, which is what happened. Something that Alpha Jackal communicated was that we need to be looking for burst numbers. Like, what are we bursting this at? What are we throwing everything down on? It's like, we're committing to this. Like, are we committing to this or are we baiting, right? We got Hera at half HP. Hera also has no beads, right? We currently have 4 people on the Gold Fury. No one's zoning. We're completely aware of where Hera's at. And no one's looking to zone her out when we know that she doesn't have beads, right? We're like, all right, we need to commit. But like, the thing is, we knew Vamana. So here's what I was talking about before. We knew Vamana was in right. We knew Vamana was in right jungle. Just gank solo lane. The second that you guys look to pressure Gold Fury, what they're going to do is they're going to look to contest it. How are they going to contest it? They're going to walk through this corridor that's heavily warded, or they're going to walk this direction. If you look to posture yourself to where you ambush them, where you have vision, that Hera is dead. Any sort of form of CC is a dead Hera, right? Khepri is the only form of peel with his ultimate that's going to potentially save her, period, right? But if it's communicated that before, like, we're looking at ambush, all we need to do is, all we need is to CC Khepri while we kill Hera. That's all you have to do. Hera dies. Khepri's going to be having to ult himself because he's probably going to get killed by 4 people. And then now you're suddenly looking at a 4v5 or 4v3, but Jing Shin's not going to rotate. So now you're looking at a 4v2. You have Athena ultimate on the board. Like, Athena could have backed if she got heavily poked out here. Athena could have ulted in, and that's realistically what could have happened. But this, it's like, okay, we're committing. No one has damage numbers on when you should commit, right? It's like, we don't know when we're blowing this up. We don't know when we're throwing on all our abilities. This dies. Luckily, you guys got this somehow. But everyone dies in the end, right? Vamana just walks people down. Everyone's dead. I mean, like, it went from an okay call, but it was very sloppy, and people died for it. And overall, they're probably going to get Pyromancer to bounce it out anyways. So very rough. Very, very rough.